Hello and welcome to Mastering the Mind, Body, and Soul. My name is Scott, and today I'd like to go over what mastering the mind, body, and soul actually means, and to give you a little bit of an introduction of myself. Uh, about a year ago, I was a complete and total mess. Um, my A1C, my blood sugar levels, my weight, and I had a uh, issue with AFib. So I was really going through some health struggles. And I thought about what could I do to make myself a better version of myself. So I sat down and started thinking about some things that I wanted to accomplish. And the idea of mind, body, and soul came about. So for my mind, I started doing things to stimulate my thinking, to expand my horizons, and I started getting back into playing chess again. And I also started studying a foreign language, Spanish. So this was helping to get my mind in a positive frame. And then from there, I decided I needed to do something for my body, and I started working out again. And the final element was the soul. And what was I going to do to nurture my soul? Well, I started to do some meditation, doing some Tai Chi, and also memorizing Bible verses. This is something I had done for quite a while. And those three elements was the basis for which this program was designed. And during the course of last May to this point in time, everything seemed to be moving along pretty well. But I had some additional health difficulties that were causing me some concerns. But let me back up and talk about what was going on exactly. Um, I had diabetic ulcers on my leg, and it was getting to the point of where I thought I might lose my leg. So I decided I need to go in and get something done about this. Well, I was able to start getting wound care for these diabetic ulcers, but there had to be something done with my A1C and my blood sugar levels. So the doctor ordered some blood tests, and my blood tests came back with an A1C of 12, and my blood sugars were running anywhere from 295 and above, and my weight was right at 400 pounds. I've been a yo-yo dieter all my life. The heaviest I've ever weighed is 460 pounds. Several years ago, I had an intervention in my life, and I'd lost well over 200 pounds and was working out, quite regularly. And like with anything, I'd gotten comfortable, and I gradually started gaining back my weight till I reached the weight of 400 pounds. And then I decided, well, if I don't do something now, then it won't be long and I'll be back to where I was. So once the blood test results came back and the doctor looked at those results, they decided that I need to be placed on insulin, and they also decided that I might try Ozempic to help with the weight loss as well. Well, during the course of that year, I was able to drop my A1C from 12 to 6, and my blood sugar levels went from the high 295s, 300s to between 80 to 130. So I was making some significant progress. And then also my weight went from 400 pounds down to 330 pounds. So I was quite happy with what was going on, and my program seemed to be working well for me. But I have still had this issue with the AFib. And the cardiologist suggested that I go to a specialist and get some further tests done. So they did a stress test and they come back with some abnormalities. So they wanted to do a heart catheterization on me. And the day of the procedure, I went in and had the procedure, and I was in the recovery room. And the doctor came in and told me that the results of the heart catheterization was not very good. I had blockage in my arteries of 90% plus, and that I was in some serious trouble. They would not let me go home. They called an ambulance and sent me to the hospital via an ambulance. So, got to the hospital, they did some more tests, and they said, you need surgery. And they said, we're going to have to do open heart surgery on you. So I went in on a Wednesday. The blood work they did came back a little bit wonky, so they had to get that stabilized before they could do any type of surgery. So on Monday, March 2nd, I had surgery at noon. I had actually sent in on some open heart surgery, so I knew what was going to happen, and my anxiety was definitely through the roof. But all I remember is taking 3 deep breaths and 5 hours later, waking up with the nurse in my ear calling my name. But during the reason why the surgery took a little bit longer was the fact that they had trouble intubating me, and also they had some trouble locating the veins in my donor leg. They had to chase them down, and that took a little bit longer as well. But normally that surgery will be about 4 hours in length. So that was quite a shock to me, and it's been 6 weeks since I've had this surgery, and I think I'm recovering pretty well, but it's still, uh, you know, a long road to full recovery. And the implementation of mind, body, and soul, my program anyway, has helped me to adjust to the things that I'm experiencing right now and to move forward in a positive manner. And what's so great about this program is that this program could be individualized to whomever. Just because I like chess, or I'm studying a foreign language, I'm working out, or I'm doing some type of meditation, if that's not for you, sit down, think about what it is that you really like, and come up with a plan to make the program work for you. And in the upcoming videos, we'll be discussing that. And the first video will begin with our thinking and how we can change it to a more positive frame of mind so that we can implement the rest of the changes so that we can become a better version of ourselves. I believe in this program. It's a way of holding me accountable. It's also a way of me helping others. And by helping others, we can make this world a little bit better place. And that's what my goal is to make the world just a little bit better. And I want to close right now. I don't want to make the video too long. I know that everyone has busy schedules and lengthy videos may seem a little bit boring. But I want to leave you with this thought that together we can accomplish more. That teamwork does make the dream work, from the old cliche. And you and I together can move mountains. And I want to say to you, do an act of kindness today, every day, because you never know the person that you meet, what they're actually going through, and that may make the difference in the world to that person. And in closing, I would like to say, may God bless, much love and light, and until the next video.